Have you ever wondered how Venice, a city built on water, manages to stay afloat? The answer is not magic, but a marvel of engineering. This city, known as the floating city, is not actually built on solid ground, but rather on millions of wooden piles. These piles, made from alder trees, were driven deep into the marshy ground over 1,000 years ago. Imagine the effort it required to erect these wooden pillars, each one driven through the water, through the mud, and into the solid clay beneath. Now picture over 1 million of these pillars, all working together to support the city above. As if that's not awe-inspiring enough, consider this. Because they are submerged underwater, these wooden piles are virtually rot-free, as the mineral-rich water creates an environment where microorganisms that cause decay cannot survive. So it's not magic, but clever engineering that keeps the city of Venice afloat. Why do you think Venice has more than 400 bridges? An intriguing question to ponder, isn't it? For a city renowned for its romantic gondola rides and picturesque waterways, the answer lies within its very foundation. Venice, a city perched on a labyrinth of canals, is a maze of islands interconnected by bridges, each with its own story. Imagine a city without roads, a city where the primary mode of transportation is not by car or bike but by boat. That's Venice for you. Now, to facilitate movement across these numerous waterways, bridges became an essential part of the city's infrastructure. But it's not just about getting from point A to point B. These bridges are a testament to the city's architectural prowess and ingenuity. Venice was built on a series of more than 100 small islands in a lagoon, divided by canals and linked by bridges. The city's unique topography necessitated the construction of these bridges. Initially, they were simple wooden structures meant to serve the purpose of crossing the water. Over time, as trade flourished and the population grew, these bridges evolved. They became grander, more ornate, reflecting the prosperity and artistic flair of the city. Bridges in Venice are not just functional, they're symbolic too. They represent the city's resilience, its adaptability to an environment that is as beautiful as it is challenging. Each bridge, whether it's the iconic Rialto Bridge with its bustling marketplace or the Bridge of Sighs with its poignant history, tells a story of a city that thrives on water. Each bridge in Venice is a testament to human ingenuity, a symbol of a city that refused to succumb to nature's challenges. They are the veins of Venice, pulsating with life, carrying people, stories, and history within their stone arches and across their wooden planks. With more than 400 bridges, Venice is truly a city that connects land and water in a unique way. So the next time you find yourself in Venice, take a moment to appreciate the bridges. They're not just a way to get across the water. They're a vital part of Venice's identity, its history, and its charm. Did you know that Venice is slowly sinking? It might sound like a plot from a dramatic movie, but it's actually a very real concern for this iconic city. Its very foundation is threatened by a dual dilemma of subsidence and rising sea levels, causing Venice to descend into the waters of the Adriatic Sea at a rate of 1 to 2 millimeters per year. Subsidence is a geological phenomenon where the ground in an area collapses inwards. It's akin to deflating a balloon, but instead of air escaping, it's the soil compacting. Venice was built on wooden piles driven deep into marshy ground, and over the centuries these piles have compressed under the weight of the city's grand palazzos and churches, causing the city to gradually sink. But that's not the only challenge Venice faces. Global warming has led to rising sea levels, adding another layer of threat to the city. As the polar ice caps melt, the sea level rises, and Venice, already battling subsidence, finds itself in an even more precarious position. However, it's not all doom and gloom for the city of canals. Several measures are being taken to protect and preserve this architectural marvel. The Italian government, in collaboration with engineers and scientists, has initiated the MOSE project. This ambitious venture aims to install movable barriers at the entrances of the Venetian lagoon. These barriers would rise during high tides, preventing seawater from flooding the city. In addition, efforts are being made to reduce groundwater extraction, which has contributed to subsidence. The city's inhabitants are also adapting to their changing environment, modifying buildings and infrastructure to better cope with frequent flooding. Venice is a city that has survived for over 1,000 years, overcoming numerous challenges along the way. Its sinking is indeed a grave concern, but it's evident that the city is not ready to go down without a fight. The spirit of resilience is strong, and initiatives are in place to safeguard this UNESCO World Heritage Site. Venice might be sinking, but efforts are ongoing to ensure this beautiful city continues to enchant us for years to come. What's the mystery behind the famous Venetian masks? Now that's a question that takes us on a journey back in time. The tale of Venetian masks is woven deeply into the fabric of the city's history, a